Rated M for mature.
Atomfall is full of Easter eggs and secrets to discover. In our previous Easter egg video, we showed you 7 of these, including references to Doctor Who and Mr. Bean. But we're not stopping there. From British movies, television and literature to other Rebellion games and properties, there is something for everyone to recognise. Some are in plain sight, while others can easily be missed depending on your exploration and how you progress through the game. Here are the top British Easter eggs and secrets in Atomfall. Let us know which one is your favourite in the comments below. 10. Village Shop. There are a lot of secrets in Wyndham Village, several of which can be found inside Wyndham Hardware, located between the village hall and the bakery. Once you enter, look to your left and you'll see 4 candles and 2 4 candles on a desk. This is a reference to a famous sketch from the Two Ronnies, where the store owner misunderstands what the customer is trying to buy. Behind the counter of the shop, you can also find a cage with a fake bluebird lying down. If this scene looks familiar, that's because it's taken straight from the dead parrot sketch from Monty Python's Flying Circus. For those with a keen eye and attention to detail, you may also spot the name of a very familiar company on the back of the register next to Morris. 9. British Spies. When thinking of spies in the 1960s, James Bond is probably one of the first to come to mind. The first actor to portray the man of mystery was none other than Sean Connery, and one of the most iconic films of his time as the super spy is Goldfinger. To find this Easter egg, head to Datlow Hall in Casterfell Woods, located west of the entrance to Wyndham Village. As you approach the mansion, you will see a headless statue in the courtyard. If you look closely at the base of the statue in the bushes, you can find the head next to a bowler hat. This is the same hat Oddjob used to demonstrate his lethality in Goldfinger. However, James Bond was not the only popular spy in the 60s. Head to Skethermore's Brinsop Manor and into the maze behind the house. Traversing through it can lead you to a body next to an umbrella. This is a reference to the character John Steed from the spy show The Avengers. 8. The Prisoner. The Prisoner is a cult classic British miniseries that inspired several aspects of Atomfall. In the series, each person is referred to by a different number, with the main character being number 6. They are all prisoners trapped inside a seemingly idyllic village with secrets of its own, which is very similar to Wyndham Village. Head to the boathouse in the village, and on one of the tables will be a chessboard with a white ball and a scoreboard with the numbers 6 and 2. This is a reference to the episode Checkmate, where the people were forced to play as living chess pieces. The white ball is a nod to the rover, which would incapacitate or kill anyone stepping out of line. And the scoreboard is a reference to the Battle of Wills that number 6 had with number 2 throughout the series. Another Easter egg to the Prisoner can be found in the Skethermore prison. Once inside, on the 2nd level, you can find cell C19. Here you can find a letter where the beginning paragraph is a reference to the opening title of The Prisoner, where number 6 says the line, "I am not a number, I am a free man." 7. Chronicles of Narnia. One of the most well-known books from the Chronicles of Narnia series is The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. Coming across this Easter egg may not be as simple as some of the others we've mentioned previously. To find it, head to Skethermore's Slate Mine Ruins, located south of the village entrance in this area. Within the ruins, you can find a red phone box, and directly in front of that is a cellar. Inside the cellar are 3 paintings: a snowy forest with a lion, and a snowy forest with a witch. Head to the right from the entrance and push the switch behind the first painting. Then head to the right again from that painting to push a switch behind the lion. Go back to the main room to find a lever behind the witch painting. Pulling this will open the wardrobe, which will lead to an underground area complete with a barred chest and several supplies. 6. Excalibur. The Arthurian legend has been around for hundreds of years, dating back to around the 5th or 6th century. Little did anyone know that the fabled Excalibur was in the Casterfell Woods, just waiting for the right person to claim it for their own. Near the river, splitting off to the west from the dam, you can find this sword. Be careful, as enemies lurk near this location and may prevent you from trying to grab it. Standing on the rock, you can start to pull it out. However, the sword will break in half while doing this. I guess even mythical weapons can't stand up to the aftermath of the Windscale disaster. However, you can still use the broken half as a melee weapon that can attack quickly and cause the bleed effect on your opponents. 5. The Lord of the Rings. While you may be on your own in your journey through Atomfall, there was once a fellowship tasked with taking the One Ring to Mordor to be destroyed. To find this Lord of the Rings Easter egg, make your way to the old mine in Casterfell Woods, located in the northeastern corner of the map. On the right side of the path is a ramp that will lead you to a flat area on a hill. Turn to the right from where you can see the Windscale plant and drop off the ledge. This will lead you to a pedestal with an axe in it, surrounded by chairs. This is a reference to the Council of Elrond. beyond, where the Fellowship was formed. However, if you look closely enough at the axe, you will see a ring that is split in half. I guess the fires of Mount Doom weren't required this time. 4. Rebellion games. Here at Rebellion, we love to hide secrets and references to our other games, and Atomfall is no different. Something that is heavily prevalent in the Zombie Army series is the creepy dolls you can find everywhere. Make your way to the Druid camp in Casterfell Woods and enter through this door with torches on either side. Progress down the path until you see a tripwire on the ground. Just on the other side of it is the doll, standing on a barrel. You will have to make use of photo mode to get a good look at it, as getting too close will cause the candle to go out, and when it comes back, the doll will be gone. Another Zombie Army reference can be found in Wyndham Village on the docks near the boathouse. If you reach the end of this specific dock and look in the water on the right, you will see one of the zombie sharks from Zombie Army 4. Lastly, once you have the signal redirector in your possession, make your way back to the original bunker from the beginning of the game. Backtrack all the way to these doors and open them with a signal redirector and go through the metal door at the end of the short hall. Inside, you will see a chest belonging to the Department of Antiquities, which is the name of the government group in charge of the team you play as in Strange Brigade. 3. Fawlty Towers. Fawlty Towers is an iconic British comedy show about the owner of a hotel. You can find a reference to this in Wyndham Village. Follow the road to the western side of the town near the exit to Casterfell Woods. Here you will find the Mereview Hotel. At first glance, it seems just like any old rundown hotel. However, if you look at the sign at the entrance, you will notice that it is the same shape as the sign from Fawlty Towers, complete with the last letter hanging off the side. 2. 2000 AD. 2000 AD is a comic series that we have covered in our previous Easter egg video with the Judge Dredd helmet, but there are more references to those comics to be found in Atomfall. One comic series that has also been turned into a game and a remaster is Rogue Trooper. This one can be tough to find, as it's located in Bunker L9 in Casterfell Woods. This bunker contains a high amount of ferals for you to avoid or take down. Make your way to the far back right corner and go through the corridor. Turn left and you'll be in a bathroom with a feral and a body in one of the stalls. Upon closer inspection, you will see that the body is one of the Rogue Troopers. Another comic series is the ABC Warriors. These were robotic warriors that fought in various wars throughout the centuries in the 2000 AD universe. The first of these used was Hammerstein, a Mark III model that was the leader of this group. Head down to the robotics section of the interchange once you've powered on the proper data store to find this Easter egg. In the main room, head to these stairs and continue around the walkway until you reach the storage door. Turn around, and in the corner, you can spot Hammerstein's head in a pile of parts. Honourable mentions. Before getting to our number 1 spot, here are some honourable mentions. Found in several places throughout Casterfell Woods, you can spot these giant wicker statues referencing the Wicker Man. Also in these woods, you can find 3 cars at the end of the main road that goes through the middle of the area. These are a reference to the 1969 movie, The Italian Job, where a heist to steal gold by creating a traffic jam takes place. Looks like they didn't make it very far. In Wyndham Village, you can find the pub Grendel's Head near the village hall, which is a reference to the epic poem Beowulf. Inside this pub, if you head upstairs and into a room on the right, you can find a darts trophy plaque that has the names of various pubs from multiple British television series. 1. Commander Zod. Robots are shown heavily throughout several sections of Atomfall and even have their own area in the interchange called robotics. Once you progress through this area, you may eventually find yourself in the weapons testing room, where you can find a couple of tables with robot parts on them. On the bottom shelf of one table, you can find the head of Commander Zod from the game series Z&Z Steel Warriors. Were you able to spot any of these Easter eggs on your own? Let us know how your hunt went and what your favourite Easter egg is in the comments below. Atomfall is available on Xbox Game Pass, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 consoles. For PC players, Atomfall will be available on Steam, the Epic Games Store, Windows PC and the Xbox app for PC. The Quarantine Edition is also available on the Rebellion shop, exclusively for PC players. It includes everything from the Deluxe Edition, such as exclusive weapon skins and supplies, as well as the story expansion, Wicked Isle, when it releases. Some extra goodies like an exclusive Atomfall t-shirt, a digital graphic novel, a digital poster and postcard, and the soundtrack for the game are also included. Also available on the Rebellion shop is exclusive Atomfall merch. We offer a wide range of Atomfall products, from t-shirts to mugs and plenty more. Check out the link below to see what's in store.